Hey guys, this is Steve Wick with Advocare, and welcome you onto this webinar. I'm a diamond distributor. Me and my wife have been with Advocare for 15 years now, and we're diamond distributors. We live in Kearney, Nebraska, and I just want to welcome you onto this. And somebody thought of you, and then that you would be interested in hearing about what Advocare has to offer. So let's just jump right into it for you. I know for me and Jill in the beginning, we weren't looking for supplements. I didn't want to be a vitamin salesman. I wasn't looking for a business. We had twins that were 3 and another one that was a year and a half. So having 3 children in 17 months was physically exhausting, and financially it was getting after us every month. So I didn't know that I wasn't looking for something, but actually I was. So I was a coach and a teacher, and ran agriculture in the summer, and Jill was a graphic designer and a teacher. So our limits of income were really limited in how we wanted to live. And one of the things that we looked at right away was, is this company going to be good enough for our reputation? Because as a coach, that was important to me, that I didn't hurt my athletes, but I helped them. And for Jill, wanting to lose some weight after having 3 kids in 17 months, I didn't want some supplement to harm her. So here's what we really kind of looked at, and kind of went into the company. And the company's been around for 22 years. We do nutrition. That's what we do, and we're very good at it. We have weight loss, we have energy, sports performance, skincare products, basic wellness. Advocare does nutrition. We also have a powerful income opportunity or a business opportunity for you to look at. So I'm not sure what you came to look at tonight, but we're going to go through some things here and help you at least get some questions answered. So Advocare is part of the DSA, which is a governing body that basically looks over direct sales companies and makes sure that they're not doing something weird, illegal. There's a lot of skepticism out there with that too. And honestly, to be 100% transparent, I didn't want to have anything to do with supplements. I didn't want to have anything to do with a direct sales company because of my past history with some things. So when Advocare came along, I was pretty skeptical. Advocare is also part of the Council of the Responsible Nutrition, which is looking over to make sure that we're doing exactly what we say we're doing. So let's get into let's talk about you. Why are you on here? Is it because you want better wellness? Maybe you want better performance for just being in shape, and working out. Maybe you want to lose some weight. Maybe you just want to have energy to get through your day without being crabby. Maybe you want, whatever it is, wellness-wise. That could be why we're talking with you tonight. Finances, that's another reason. Those are something that a lot of people are looking for extra ways to earn income that they can do from home, and we can talk about that. Maybe that's why you're listening in, or maybe it's time. Maybe you have maybe you're super fit, maybe you're super rich, but you don't have any time to enjoy either one of them, because you're always working. So one of the things that we looked at in the beginning was, I didn't have any money and I didn't have any time. So that was my reasons why not to do this. And I turned those excuses into reasons to do this. And I'll just kind of share our story with you here as we go. But one of the things I want to know is, how do you get involved? And you can get involved 4 ways. 1, whoever invited you on here, you can just get back to them and say, hey, I just want to get some product from you. I want to buy it from you. I'll pay you full price. I'm good with that. 2, the gray one, is a wholesale customer. You do what we did. I spent, well, it's $79, and you get hooked up directly to the company. You buy what you want, when you want. You get 20% off minimally. You get $50 worth of product included when you get enrolled, and you get your own website to order from. You get some materials, magazines, things like that. You don't have to sell anything at this point. You don't have to tell anybody you're doing it. You don't have to order anything you don't want to. There is not going to be anything auto shipped to you. There's no have-tos every quarterly. All the questions that I have, this is what I was looking for. People want these products, so why not help them get them at a discount? And if people don't have a business mindset, that's great for them. There's over 500,000 distributors in Advocare. 400,000 of them have never enrolled anybody as a distributor. So that means 400,000 of them are using products at a wholesale cost. So they're a wholesale customer. So number 3 there, the orange one, that's a distributor. Somebody that says, hey, I'm going to go out and I'm going to talk to some people, kind of treat it like a little bit of a hobby, make a little bit of money. And then there's the green one, the 4th way. And you just have to remember at the end, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and this will be flashback up for you. But advisor, that was me in the beginning. I took one spark and it lit me up. I loved how it made me feel. It gave me energy. It made me smile. I loved having that. So I knew everybody I know will want this. So we built an advisor order with the help of the person who helped me get started. But what it did is it put us at 40% off for the rest of our life and allowed us to make income 5 different ways. So we'll cover that. What you should know, our products are safe. Informed Choice is the company in Europe that Advocare uses to test our products. They're a third-party company. They're not part of Advocare, but we pay them to test our products to make sure that there's no banned substances in there. So we have never had a failed drug test in 22 years of being in business, and that is a great record. So just rest assured that the products are safe. And here's why they're safe. Our science behind our products is phenomenal. If you look down in the lower left-hand corner, and before I go there, there's about 250 years of combined research in nutrition on our SciMed board. So these people do pharmacology, toxicology, kinesiology, nutrition. I mean, everything that has to do with the body nutritionally, that's what these people do for a living. Now, Dr. Carl Keene down there at the bottom, he's a professor of nutrition at one of the biggest, most well-known nutrition schools in the world at University of California at Davis. That reputation's a lot bigger than my assistant wrestling coach was. So when I saw that, I thought that's pretty good. But up in the top left-hand corner, Stanley Dudrick. He is the guy that invented TPN, which for those people that like me, I didn't know what that was. What it is it's feeding people nutrition through the IV. So they already had the IV figured out and they could get fluids into people's body, but there was no way to get nutrition into their body. So people would end up starving to death over a certain amount of time. So Dr. Dudrick figured out the science behind TPN, getting nutrition to the cells through the IV. So there's thousands. They're countless. How many babies that are premature that have been hooked up to an IV and fed through his science? People who are maybe they're in a coma and they have a tube down their throat and they can't eat. They're being kept alive through the nutrition through Dr. Dudrick's science. So, guys, the products are safe and they work. This is what was amazing for us is I knew that these products were 100% satisfaction guaranteed, and I knew that if they didn't work, we could move them back. But let's just look at a few stories here. And you guys, when you get your own account set up in a wholesale account, these 3 pictures right here, they're in the magazine that's going to come in your distributor kit. But Ashley there on the left, and she's lost 70 pounds. And you guys can read her story in there. But she looks amazing. And Brian in the middle, he's lost 49. He transformed what was right below that Adidas where it looks like he was canoeing, that big gut there, and look where it is. It's in his shoulders now. So he built muscle and lost 49 pounds of fat. And over on the right-hand side, Melody, she's lost 102 pounds. So I encourage you guys to look at their stories. But let's talk about some stories that I know real. And I know these people. Cindy's up in Minnesota. She's a distributor on our team. She's lost 51 pounds. Look at the difference in her body, and look at the difference in how she's standing and how proud she is. She feels good about herself. That's what Advocare products are doing for people. It is making a measurable difference. So losing 51 pounds, her products that she's using there, the 24-day challenge, Catalyst, Thermo Plus, Carbies, that is on the website as a bundle and some add-on products. They absolutely work. Paul down in Florida, Paul Peckman, he's lost 40 pounds. What a transformation of his body too. And he uses a lot of products. I know it started with the 24-day challenge and it has Spark in there, and I'm going to talk about that. But he's using some of our performance products now, using the breakfast bars. There's lots of different products. We have about 80 different products that you can choose from. But you start with some, and then you can build to whatever you can afford. And that's why a lot of people end up distributing this to a few people, because you can get your products. Basically, they end up being free because of the profit that you make from helping some other friends feel better too. And look at his little guy there. He is happy to have his dad more fit, because I'm sure he's a lot more fun this way than the way he was before. But the AdvoCare products, we have a trim line that helps people maintain and lose weight. We have an active line. We have a well line. We have a performance elite line. We have a skincare line. But let's talk about the 24-day challenge. The 24-day challenge is the big buzz. Right now is the best time of the year because everybody wants to lose weight for the summer. So if you look at the 24-day challenge, the first 10 days starts with the cleanse, the Omegaplex, and the Spark. Spark, I mentioned that earlier. It just makes me happy. And happy Steve's a better Steve for everybody around Steve. So, that is something, if you're not a happy person in the morning, take some Spark. It's going to do that for you. It's going to give you mental focus and energy that you're going to love. It's sugar-free, full of vitamins and minerals. And then in the middle of the afternoon, maybe that's the worst part of your day. And you can take it both times if you want to, but just figure out when you need to be a little bit happier, and that's when you should take Spark. Omegaplex is omega-3 fatty acids. It helps pull the bad fat out of your system and puts it into the cleanse. And it is a great omega-3 fatty acid. It's good for so many things. But the herbal cleanse, relax. It is gentle and uneventful. A good friend of mine, he always talks about it. He says it's an herbal cleanse, not a turbo cleanse. And that's exactly right. You don't have to camp out by the bathroom or anything like that. But what it does is it's like spring cleaning for the inside of your body. People love how they feel when they get the toxins out of their system from what we eat, what we drink, what we breathe, and they just start to build up over time. So if you can just get the spring cleaning, about day 7, I'm telling you, you're going to feel amazing on those products. So day 11 comes along and you start the max phase, the M&S, the meal replacement shakes, and Spark. And Spark, you know what that is. The meal replacement shake, most important meal of the day, breakfast. Most people skip it or they're eating just carbs. So put that meal replacement shake in there for your breakfast, and it's a 1-to-1 ratio for carbs and protein. It fills you up. It gives your body fuel so it can burn calories, because if you don't feed it, it's just going to store your fat because it thinks it's starving. So feed it something that's going to be beneficial. The M&S comes in 3 different boxes. The M&S 3, which is shown here, is kind of middle of the road. They all have the same vitamins, minerals. They all have Omegaplex. They all have some appetite control and some energy. But the 3, it's kind of in the middle. If you want more energy, it's the M&S-E. If you want more appetite control, it's the M&S-C. And you can get back and discuss this with the person who put you on here. But the 24-day challenge, it's just an amazing group of products. I always sell it with Catalyst. Catalyst was designed to feed your muscle, so your body will go and eat your stored fat. And Catalyst, it makes you shrink. So ladies, looking at dress size dropping, that's what Catalyst is going to help you do. Guys, you're going to have to get something out and poke another hole in that belt if you're using Catalyst, because it's going to help your waist go a lot slimmer. So there's that. There's Thermo Plus, which helps you get your metabolism burning quicker so you can burn more calories. There's Trim that helps pull fat out of the food you eat. There's Carbies Plus that helps break down or stop the breakdown of carbohydrates so the carbohydrates don't get into your system. So I mentioned those last 2 because, it's coming up to the picnic times and things like that, and there's not always good choices around there. So if you're not going to make a good choice, you have something to help you. AdvoCare Sports, this is one of the things that really lit me up when I saw what was backing AdvoCare. Drew Brees, he's an all-pro quarterback for the Saints. He is our national spokesperson. Jason Witten, he's the same character that Drew is. I mean, these guys do things right when nobody's looking. Jason's an all-pro tight end at the Dallas Cowboys. Rich Froning, 4-time CrossFit champ. Nobody else has even done it twice. He's done it 4 times in a row. The guy loves his AdvoCare product. So if it's good enough for the pros, it's good enough for you when we're talking about sports performance. We have some sponsorships too, and it is tough to get in with the NCAA. But we have a Kickoff Classic game, first game of the year, and we also have one of the last games of the year with the Texas Bowl. So we have our own bowl game. We have our own NASCAR. We have lots of people that are just using our products because they work and they're safe. So knowing that, here's a guy in Iowa, Nathan. Just look at his before picture, holding his phone there, and look at him fighting in the ring. And this guy on the bottom is not going to be happy here when he ends up twisting that ankle, I think. But his body has totally transformed. I mean, the picture says it all. And he's using our performance elite products just like our pro athletes are. But this is one of the things that it's amazing where this company is going. I've watched it for 15 years, coming from not a whole lot of backing to everybody's backing it seems like. But Major League Soccer has just taken those orange jugs off their sideline and replaced them with red ones that say Advocare on them. We are the sports nutrition partner with Major League Soccer, and that is a huge thing when you can watch it on ESPN and watch some soccer highlights and you see Advocare all over the field and on the banners, and it's just amazing where this company is going. And soccer, it's the fastest growing sport in America. So it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think this is probably going to be a stepping stone to, I hope, every sideline in America, because they all need Advocare on their sidelines. But here's one of the things that we looked at too. I knew the products were safe. I knew they worked. My question was, could I earn some income? You can earn income 5 different ways. And I'm not going to go deep into these, but if you are at 40% off at the advisor level and you sell $100 worth of product, you profit $40. So you just got to figure out how many people that you talk to. If you sell a 24-day challenge, you can profit about $80. Wholesale commission, better for your customer. Help them get a discount. Help them get directly hooked up to the company so FedEx can bring it to them and you never have to exchange money with your friends. It's an awesome deal. They get to save money and Advocare sends you a commission. The third and the fourth way, they get into our marketing plan. I'm telling you, there's places and people that will explain this to you very clearly, but this is where you can create some wealth. You know, this is where Jill and I started looking into, if we can earn income, it's like a residual income. People want these products, they continually want them, so they keep ordering them, they keep buying them. But here's how this business really works. The more people that we can help, the more money Advocare sends us. Now, at this point, Jill and I don't need to make more money. It's gotten to the point where this last year, 15 years into it, it was $688,000 that we made on our 1099. Now that doesn't count retail. Now you go back 15 years ago, we were looking for $300 a month. That's what we needed to help our family stay afloat and pay for diapers and things like that. So $300 a month. We made our advisor order. We sold that in 9 days. We profited $900 our first 9 days. 1 year into it, we used Advocare's Debt Buster program that comes free. You have to ask for it, but just call the corporate office and say, I want that debt thing. They know what it is. And if you use that, it will help you systematically get out of debt. We paid $25,000 off in our first year. That's when I fired my boss, took my kids out of daycare, became a full-time dad, and worked Advocare part-time. And in 3 years into it, it turned into a 6-figure income for us. So we moved from where we started this over in Iowa to Nebraska, where we live now in Kearney. And we did that because we wanted our kids to be around their grandparents, and we had the freedom to do that. Nobody was telling us where we had to go to work and when we had to do it and all that kind of stuff anymore. So 15 years later, we've helped a lot of people. There's lots of people that have asked for help, and we help them. And here's some of them. Doug and Kara Winkowicz from Iowa. They started March of 2013. Just in 1 month, in March of 2015, they made $2,500 extra. Now they have, it's like 5 or 6 kids. They got a lot of kids, so they're running in every direction. They're all different ages. They're active. They're busy. She's a nurse. He's a teacher and a coach. So they were looking for something to help provide some extra income. And just ask yourself, what would you do with another $2,500 a month? That could be a huge thing for you. And here's another couple in Iowa, up in Mason City, Troy and Brenda Westendorf. They've asked for help, and they started in December of 2011 and figured some things out. This last year, they made $28,700 from Advocare part-time. She's still a hairstylist and a Zumba instructor, so she's really got 2 jobs and doing Advocare part-time. And Troy's a financial advisor. They're doing this together now, and it's just about to explode for them. So great couples. They're willing to help you too. Sandy and Todd Lincoln from Minnesota, they had a dream for Hunter there in the picture. He wanted to play hockey, and it's a great story of how Advocare has supplied them the finances to help fund what their son's dream is, and $113,000 part-time income in 2014. And Sandy was a realtor, and Todd worked in a factory. So there's all walks of life out there that are wanting what we have. And these are some people here that I know they're doing the same thing that we do. They just help other people, and Advocare ends up giving them more. So one of the things we looked at was the timing. You know, Advocare's timing. Let's look at that, and then we'll just leave it here, and then I'm done here. But the company, 22 years, not a blemish on the record. We're one of the fastest growing direct sales companies in the world last year. The fun part about that is we're not worldwide. Everybody else is dealing in 50 countries. We just deal in 50 states, and we're still #2 in the world as far as growth. So 7 years ago, we got a new president and CEO, and Richard Wright, when he came on board, we were a $64 million company. Last year, $800 million. That is a huge jump, and it's happening over and over and over. The amount of distributors that are joining, the amount of volume that's going out the door, the amount of people that are getting results. The company is spot on. It is the right time. The industry, I don't know if it's ever going to get any better, because everybody wants weight loss and energy and sports performance products, one of those at least. And that industry is not going to go away, not in any of our lifetimes. People are going to want what Advocare has. The real timing, you guys got to look at yours. You know, I knew at age 25 I was completely broke. Jill and I got married. We had 3 kids. 30 came, that's when Advocare came into our life. So between 25 and 30, we were more broke than we were at 20. And I knew 35 was coming. If I didn't do something different, nothing was going to change. So if you don't do Advocare, do something different. Because 40 is going to come, 45 is going to come, 60 is going to come, and you don't want to end up retiring from your job and going to have to get another job just to survive and pay your bills. So I would really, guys, encourage you to just look at this, ask questions, pick 1, 2, 3, or 4 here. And here's what you do next. Get back to the person who invited you onto this webinar. Just call them up right now and say, hey, I watched that. I have some questions. And if you don't have any questions, just tell them I'm a 1, 2, 3, or 4. You know, if you want to get started and you want to go out and help a bunch of people, that's a 4. But do something. Get started. Minimally, get on our products. They're going to make you feel great. So, hey, guys, thanks for jumping on here, and I appreciate your time.